Channel 13, WTHR, Indianapolis. Our top story at 5 o'clock.
A man finds a litter of puppies inside a trash can. A fire breaks out in the Circle Center shopping complex. And fit to go. See how it could help you if you don't have time to go to the gym.
Now, with coverage you can count on, this is Channel 13 Eyewitness News at 5 o'clock.
And welcome to opening day at the Indiana State Fair, the 145th annual Indiana State Fair. We are live right on the Midway. I'm Ann Ryder here with John Stehr, and we have some fun in store for you. We've got some people back there. Say hi, Mom.
Oh,
There you go.
people are
Lively
pumped
crowd.
up. You know, it's a great day to open the State Fair. Last year we were out here and it was about 97 degrees and it was hot and sweaty and sticky and the crowds were down, but this year it looks like things are getting off to a great start. Beautiful weather today, and this place is packed full of folks.
So much fun to come out here. Let's take a look at some of the sights and sounds of the fair. Of course, there's the wonderful Midway with the rides in the background, and the rides are all polished and ready.
And of course the games and the food. You can't forget the food out here. There's plenty of that, and lots of different kinds of things you can get out at the State Fair.
You got to scrap the diet when you come out here. And then, of course, the animals. That's the great part about coming out. They've got the sheep shearing contest and all the different contests that's got going on. It's great.
That's the thing that my family looks forward to, because my kids are basically city kids, and they come out here and they see farm animals, and they talk about that for weeks. So Dame and a lot of other folks out here are doing the same thing. It's a good start to the State Fair.
You bet. Of course, Band Day tonight. If you don't know what Band Day is, boy, you will by the end of it. It's a huge event. Let's go back to Anita now in the studio.
Okay, thanks a lot, you guys. Tonight, people in Lebanon rallied to support some puppies saved from a trash bin. Eyewitness News reporter Kevin Bradley gives us the latest on the puppies and the people who want to adopt them in tonight's top story.
Welcome to the Rubber Ducky Pool Shop, where business is good, ducks are out, and puppies are in.
Just do that, and then they take it from there. They feed until their bellies get real full.
Christy Rutherford is mother to 7, count them, 7 adorable male and female mixed lab puppies who are 5 days old.
Getting full.
Rutherford feeds the puppies a special formula as she nurses them back to health from what would have been a hot, trashy grave beside this car dealership in Lebanon. According to employees here, one of the workers who chose to remain anonymous was simply taking out the trash on Saturday. When he opened the lid to this bin, he heard the sound of puppies coming from inside a trash bag. Once he opened that bag, he couldn't believe what he saw. 7 newborn pups discarded like garbage.
I don't see how anybody could do that, but I'm just glad that 7 out of the 8 made it.
Oh, Animals Clinic, can I help you? They want a puppy. Okay.
Phones have been ringing off the hook at this veterinarian's office. People are angry at what took place. Many want to adopt the puppies who were brought here after they were discovered in the trash.
I think whoever did it should be tied in a garbage bag, put in a box, and put in a dumpster, and not found.
Hold the bottle up like that.
They're small puppies.
The pups are fed every 4 hours. Today, Christy's 3-year-old friend Melissa Petty is helping.
He pooped on me. He pooped on me.
Cleanup and lots of love are part of the job.
I like knowing that they're being taken care of, and that hopefully they're all going to go to good homes.
Now we're at the Rubber Ducky Pool Supply Shop in Lebanon, and take a look at this adorable little puppy. Now their eyes are closed, they're virtually blind, their eyes won't open for at least another 5 days. They won't be eligible for adoption for about another 6 weeks. Now a lot of people have been calling about these dogs, and a lot of names and numbers have been taken, so they'll find good homes. And other puppies are looking for good homes too. You can find them at your local Humane Society. Now, for the person or persons responsible for adopting these puppies, well, they could be charged with cruelty to animals. That carries a 1-year jail fine and up to a 1 year fine, 1 year in jail and up to a $1,000 fine. Reporting live from Lebanon, Kevin Bradley, back to you.
It's good all those people are rallying to help those pups. Thanks, Kevin. Shoppers at Circle Center Mall today got quite a scare when smoke seeped into the shopping complex during lunch hour. A mall official blames the smoke on a car fire in the mall's underground parking garage. No one was hurt, and shoppers stayed in the mall while firefighters put out the flames. Breaking developments in the UPS strike. New information that UPS and the Teamsters Union will go back into the table for informal talks tomorrow. But right now, Federal Express joins striking UPS workers on the picket line. You're looking at live pictures of the support rally at the main UPS center on 16th Street. Eyewitness News reporter Kevin Ryder tells us why the employees joined forces.
Support has trickled in from Airborne Express and FedEx. But FedEx is the only Express Mayo competitor to join striking UPS workers on the picket line.
You know, I support the Teamsters all the way.
More the merrier.
The marriage of competitors is not as hard to imagine when it's put in perspective. The Teamsters Union has been trying to organize FedEx for the last year. Now some of those organizers are joining their counterparts, hoping that soon they'll have more in common than just occupation.
This is working class Americans against big business, and we have to stand together. That's what we're doing.
Even the Teamsters hotline referred to the support that's rolling in.
Support grows. The association has received letters of support from DHL, Southwest, Delta, American, Airborne, and Federal Express.
UPS pilots also stopped along 16th Street to show solidarity with the strikers. For its part, UPS has started a letter-writing campaign asking President Clinton to intervene. But now that the strike is into its third day, that doesn't appear likely. Kevin Ryder, Channel 13 Eyewitness News.
Now, to put this strike in historical perspective, this is the largest single employer strike in the Teamsters Union history. The UPS union has 185,000 members. And now the latest on an Eyewitness News experiment to find out how the UPS strike impacts your life and its competitors. We mailed small packages to our sister station in Columbus, Ohio, and we used 3 different carriers and marked them overnight delivery. All 3 boxes we mailed arrived there before noon today. The first to arrive was Airborne Express. The second was the FedEx box, and the third, the U.S. Postal Service package. There you see all 3 packages there, and they all arrived at WBNS within an hour of each other. IPS voted last night on a plan that could affect your money, a 2% tax hike to improve the school system. The school board wants more money to rewire buildings, help pay for new computers, and give kids better access to the internet. Now, IPS must put the budget plan in newspaper ads before the public hearing at the IPS Education Center on August 18th, and the school board will vote on the budget. The final vote is August 28th. Tonight, state police are doing their part to get the school year off to a safe start later this month. They're checking about 800 school buses in Madison, Hancock, and Hamilton counties. The officers checked a list of 64 items on each bus, including seats, safety equipment, and emergency exits, and they will also make sure school bus drivers get the proper training. Well, as we mentioned earlier, the Indiana State Fair opens today. Let's check back in with Ann Ryder and John Stehr. Hi there. Got Bob there, too.
Look what we found. Yeah. Boy, it's not bad coming out here this year, as John mentioned at the top. Boy, last year, I mean, it was just dripping perspiration here. What do you like best about the fair?
I like the people watching. You guys having fun?
Of course, we're the...
Yeah.
We're not too sure.
We're the watchees, though, now, right? We're the watchees, and you like...
I always like the animal watching because, you know, living in the city, I don't get a chance to see that sort of thing very much, so I like them all. Like all the farm animals.
But
I'm a city boy.
But I tell you, I'm too old for the rides, so I guess it kind of leaves only one thing when I come to the fair.
Sure.
Any problem?
Food.
Yeah. I got a tough assignment here today. I was to kind of run up and down and see what they had to offer in the way of food. Look what I came up with.
Whoop, am I in the right place? Can I have a bite of your onion ring? Can I have a bite? Are these really good? You sure? Can we share? Here. Can we share part of one?
Okay.
I'll take the small piece. That's yours. This is your onion ring. What do you think?
They're good.
Is it good for you, though?
No, but
you don't care. That's good. All right.
Yeah, that's a tenderloin.
Here, this is for you. Yeah, boy, this is good, but I'm a little thirsty here. I think the best thing at the fair... This is the best drink at the fair, isn't it? Is this absolutely the best?
Absolutely the best.
But there's no line. Where's the line?
We get them through here that quick.
Oh.
Thank you.
That that's not bad.
I told you it's not bad.
Well, I mean, that's good. Yeah, it's really, if it was warmer, it would be great. Wow, this is always one of my favorite spots here. Hi, how are you? Hi, how are you? Now, this is just my afternoon snack. I wanted to make reservations for dinner tonight. Can I get a table reserved for a few?
You know, I think you probably could.
I can?
Probably.
Okay, we'll see about
How many people?
about 7:30, okay? Wow, boy, I don't know. Oh, look at all of those sauces with onions and pepper. No, I really don't think so. Besides, I've got that reservation for later. Whew. You know what they say, you are what you eat, or you could become that. In the fast food line, Bob Gregory here for Eyewitness News.
Our recovery is quick. Recovery is quick. If you're not out here yet, you want to come out, this would be a great evening to come on out and enjoy the fair. Let's check our mast cam as we're kind of looking down the midway here. There are a few fair weather clouds out there now. The clouds are going to dissipate later on this evening, so it'll just be, well, fair skies with a few clouds this evening. We'll look at the temperature at 11 o'clock of 61 degrees. The complete forecast right through the weekend, and more news and more reports from the State Fair are coming right up. You stay tuned.
Still ahead on Eyewitness News at 5 o'clock.
In 3 minutes, new evidence that cigarette makers hid the dangers of smoking from you. And after that, too busy to get fit? Well, not anymore. See what can bring the dietitian and gym to you.
Stay tuned for these stories and more ahead on Channel 13 Eyewitness News at 5 o'clock.
Hi, this is the Ford Taurus, and here's just a few reasons why it puts you in control. It has a great ride because of its long wheelbase. It gets you in and out of traffic courtesy of a standard V6 engine, speed-sensitive power-assisted steering, and with its front-wheel drive, there's great traction in most any kind of weather. And here's a feature that's extremely important to your pocketbook, $1,500 cash back. Ford Taurus, it makes a point of putting you in control. And another reason why your Indiana Ford dealer's the one.
Dear Dave, when I saw Wendy's Smoky Bacon Cheeseburger was back, I said, that sounds good to me. So I got them for the whole firehouse. Some guys especially like the 3 strips of hickory smoked bacon, some the 2 slices of smoked cheddar and savory sauce, and we all agreed that we never had a hotter, juicier, more delicious bacon cheeseburger. Dave, come on by. We'll let you wear a big hat and ring the bell.
Dear Jerry, can I drive the truck?
Come into Wendy's and try our Smoky Bacon Cheeseburger today.
This car's been around for 30 years. Plan to keep yours a while?
If your new or used car is rust protected by C-Mart, it's protected for as long as you own it.
Guaranteed. Despite manufacturing improvements, cars still rust.
So you can go to Z-Mart or store your car in a cave.
Save $50 on Z-Mart Super Rust Protection. Only $289.95.
For over 35 years, Z-Mart. Survival gear for cars.
My dad started every project searching for wood with integrity, as he called it. It had to be straight, with fewer knots and hardly any bark. Of course, finding lumber that good has never been that easy. Until now. Because for me, there's Top Choice lumber. Every piece is clean and smooth. Integrity to spare. So with Top Choice, I can spend the weekend working with good wood instead of looking for it.
Top Choice lumber and Top Choice pressure-treated lumber, now at Lowe's Home Improvement Warehouse.
When your suspension starts to go, ouch, go to Meineke, the undercar experts.
At Meineke, you're not going to pay a lot, but you'll get a lot.
I guarantee it.
Healthcast reports on Eyewitness News are brought to you in part by Marsh Supermarkets. Now, with the latest medical breakthroughs and information, this is Eyewitness News Healthcast.
Tonight, a new trend in teen drug abuse. Eyewitness News reporter Linda Moore tells us about it.
Thanks, Anita. Tonight, the government says that drug use by teenagers dropped slightly, but it's still much higher than 5 years ago. The results of a national household survey finds that 9% of American teens used drugs in 1996. That's compared to almost 11% the year before. Alcohol use dropped 3% last year, while tobacco use remained about the same. On the negative side, the survey says more teens than ever before are trying heroin. The state of Florida says court documents prove cigarette companies conspired to cover up the hazards of smoking. So the tobacco industry handed over secret sealed documents under court order in connection with a Florida lawsuit against the industry. The suit seeks to recover Medicaid costs in treating sick smokers. Documents show the tobacco industry's unwillingness to admit that cigarette ingredients cause health problems. Well, busy women now have a way to work out at home while balancing jobs and family. It's called Fit and Go, a program offered by the IU School of Medicine and NIFS, the National Institute for Fitness and Sport. Qualls Holston is a busy woman with little time to work out at the gym, so she's getting help here at the National Institute for Fitness and Sport.
Okay, what you're going to do is just pedal 50 RPMs, nice and slow, nice and steady.
An exercise specialist checks Daniel's aerobic capacity on a stationary bicycle.
One more time. Deep breath in, exhale, as far as you can, as far as you can. Good job.
These stretching exercises measure Daniel's flexibility in her lower back and hamstrings. Calipers measure her body fat. The information is used to design an at-home fitness program.
There is some time commitment that the individual needs to put forward. Really, we can design a program in a half an hour if that's the time restraints that a person has.
Can you think of any kind of...
After the fitness test, Daniel meets with a nutritionist.
Okay. Since you are so busy, we're going to look at, okay, what simple things can you do to plan a little bit better and eat a little bit healthier.
The good thing about Fit and Go is that you control your own progress. After your initial consultation, to the program developed just for you. After that, you come back once a month to see how you're doing. Danielle plans to take up walking. She hopes her fitness program helps to keep her life balanced.
If my husband's giving my daughter a bath, that's something I can, I can go and work out for a little bit, and then we both can put her to bed and read her a story.
Danielle hopes to tone up, increase her endurance, and then try to accomplish even more. Anyone who wants to join Fit and Go should see their doctor first. It's recommended that you work out for 45 minutes to an hour, 3 days a week. Anita?
I think we can all relate to that, not having enough time to do that. Thanks, Linda. Every year at the opening of the State Fair, Indiana's bands strut their stuff. On Eyewitness News at 5:30, we'll take a look at who's competing. Next, Bob Gregory with the Skytrack forecast for fairgoers.
So then Doris is driving it, and she says, "But Elliot, I can't feel the road." And I said, "But what do you expect? It's a luxury car." Anyway, we then drive it down the road. Have you ever driven that?
Bored with traditional luxury? It could be time for the supercharged Bonneville, one of the world's most powerful sports sedans.
Do you drive a luxury car, Frank?
You bet your ascot I do. Luxury with attitude. The Bonneville by Pontiac.
And I know that you at home and some of you there are getting ready to change your channel and say...
Hey, Central Indiana, look who's moving to a new home this fall.
Well, we're moving on now. We finally got a piece of the pie.
Daytime's hottest stars, Montel Williams and Rosie O'Donnell, move their shows to Channel 13 September 8th. Watch Montel at 3 and Rosie at 4 beginning Monday, September 8th on WTHR, Channel 13.
I think Best Buy should sell appliances.
Unbeknownst to many people like Barry, Best Buy has secretly sold appliances for years.
Wow. Barry's appliance one. Exactly. Well, let's cut the ribbon now.
It doesn't want to.
Oh, it's not cutting. I'm a customer just like you. Who's that? Yeah, that's me. Yeah.
Best Buy. Now, that's a great idea.
I just gave them my idea, and they gave me my own appliance month.
Get out.
Yeah.
How has reading changed your life? Write it down in 1,000 words or less and enter our back-to-school essay contest. Kindergartners through adults are eligible. Prizes include Apple eMate 300 computers, gift certificates from half-price books, tickets to the Jim Harbaugh Show, and more. Pick up contest rules at any NBD bank or check our website at www.wthr.com. The contest deadline is September 30th, 1997. It's part of our commitment to Read, Indiana, Read.
It's Customer Appreciation Days at Domino's, where you can get any pizza, any size, with any toppings for just $8.99. That's right, any pizza topped any way you want for $8.99. Delivered hot and fresh to your front door. Just call now and get any pizza, any size, with any number of toppings for just $8.99. That's $8.99. It's Domino's way of saying thanks. Call now.
Domino's!
Now, Bob Gregory's SkyTrack weather forecast, approved by the American Meteorological Society.
Well, here we go with the young fairgoer. This is young Adeline, who's having a great time today. You know, last year, she wouldn't be able to be out here and exposed like this because it was so darn hot.
Oh, it's great today, though, Bob.
Need a hat, boy. I love these shoes, too. I like the color there. The kid's all ready to go there, huh? Hey, check out some rides. You're going to come out tonight. It'll be a gangbusters night out here. Let's kind of take a look from our mast cam. Just all kinds of folks are out here early for the opening day. And here's what's going on in Indianapolis. What a pleasant day today. 77 degrees, our current temperature reading. Humidity a very low 33%. Winds are north at 7, and our pressure 3018, and that's steady. Satellite view will give you an idea of what, well, here's some of the temperatures. Everybody in the mid-70s right now. Hot spot up at Lafayette with 79 degrees for you. 77, of course, that's the Indy temperature, giving you an idea of what's going on there. We'll check in the next half hour, the lows, how cool it got this morning. But here you see the satellite. Just a few clouds across the central part of the state. Those will erode as far as the evening is concerned. Our future track give you an idea of what's going to happen here. Take a look at it beginning at 7 o'clock tonight. And you can see this area of high pressure continues to move over us. A little trough moves through the Great Lakes region by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. So that high pressure is our insurance marker for a continuance of clear weather. The farther east that goes, we're going to pick up more of a southerly flow, so eventually we're going to start to warm up. Temperatures during the day tomorrow will be a little bit warmer. We're going to break into the 80s as far as we're concerned with, well, mostly sunny skies. That's the afternoon highs for us. Here's our forecast. If you're headed out tonight, this partly cloudy skies early, then clearing later on, 61 by 11 o'clock. During the day tomorrow, a mostly sunny afternoon, a high of 81 degrees, and our extended forecast will show things warming up by the time we hit the weekend, with just the chance that we could end up with a thunderstorm for us on Sunday and Monday. But at least we'll get through the first part of the holiday weekend. You kids ready to hit the merry-go-round?
Ready to hit the merry-go-round. Oh, what a friend. Thanks for sharing, John.
Sure. She reached out
The girls have matching outfits.
Babies know who's a mom, I guess, huh?
They do that. That's it from the Midway here with little folks and older folks. Now back to Anita.
All right, thanks a lot. Looks like it's going to be nice out there. It's a renter's worst nightmare. Think of it. Your apartment building caves in on you. In 3 minutes, see exactly where that happened. And we'll go back out to the State Fair where you can make your TV debut. We'll show you how.
Hey, steak lovers, don't eat. Get good and hungry for the greatest all-you-can-eat event on the planet. All-you-can-eat sirloin steak at Ponderosa Steakhouse, only $7.99. As much delicious plain grilled sirloin steak or chicken as you can eat. Plus Ponderosa's all-you-can-eat buffet and sundae bar, all for only $7.99. So hurry into Ponderosa for all-you-can-eat sirloin steak or chicken. Just bring your appetite. Oh, and $7.99.
And now the working definition of suit. An executive who makes twice your salary, but can't make a decision.
Who's that?
Management.
Do they always travel in a pack?
It's safety in numbers. This way, no one of them runs the risk of having to form his own opinion.
You're kidding.
Hey, Ted. Yes? Nice day, huh? Beautiful.
Fred Savage in Working, Wednesdays this fall on NBC.
Hi, I'm Gary Pettigo, coming to you from the Grand Tetons. And after being on horseback, the term like a rock takes on a whole new meaning. The pioneer spirit's alive here, and that same spirit's alive and well on our built like a rock Chevy trucks. So stop in and drive one today. Plenty of comfort, plenty of horses under the hood. That's Pettigo Chevy City, 5100 West 38th Street, where the Pettigo people make the difference. No horsing around.
Oh, yes. Autoglass Plus, how can I help you?
Autoglass Plus makes replacing your car's windshield easy. Call 549-3333, and no matter where you are, we'll come to you. And be sure to ask about our no-cost-to-you windshield replacement.
Call 549-3333. Autoglass Plus makes it easy.
My son thinks he's a hot shot. I ordered Ameritech's high-speed data line. Now clients get our data fast. I'll show you fast. Ameritech's technology helped my business, and they can help his. He won't call. I called. Now large orders come on a dedicated fax line. Dad probably thinks the web is a new pastry show.
With Ameritex Web Access, I can send a hotshot email. Stick with what works.
Ameritech, your link to better communication.
Now, news from across America.
In New York, police are looking for clues after a Brooklyn apartment building collapsed overnight. 3 people walked away with just minor injuries, believe it or not. No word on the cause of that collapse, but residents say it rained a lot the night before, and they complained about leaks in the 71-year-old building. In Southern California, 2 wildfires could force lots of homeowners to evacuate tonight. The fires already scorched some 10,000 acres. Several firefighters battling the intense flames suffered heat exhaustion, poison oak, and bee stings. We've got no word yet on when those firefighters may be able to gain some control over those wildfires. A Hoosier native is training harder than ever for a career coup that's out of this world. 2 Russian cosmonauts blasted off yesterday, headed for the Mir space station. Astronaut David Wolf of Indianapolis will follow next month. Mir suffered a string of troubles this summer, but Dr. Wolf says he's ready for whatever happens.
It is challenging, and I think that's why those of us that work at NASA got in the business. And it's a difficult business, but the rewards are well worth it.
Dr. Wolf is scheduled to blast off from Kennedy Space Center in mid to late September. And tonight we're live at the State Fair, so let's check back in with Ann Ryder and John Stehr. They've got the latest on all of the fun out there, and Liz Daly out there too. She knows where the fun is.
Yeah, that's right. I'm here with Ann and John. We're with the roving 13 Listens camera right now. We're just fresh off the bus tour, and we said we got to bring the 13 Listens camera out to the fair, right?
Absolutely right, and we're going to be listening to people too.
That's
at
right.
the booth.
That's right. You can't see it right now, but right behind us, the Coliseum. We're right in front of the Coliseum. The 13 booth is there. We have lots of things to give out, and we're going to have the camera stationary there each day throughout the fair. And throughout the day today, we talked to some fairgoers who had a lot on their mind.
Just here with the Indiana Gorge Society, and I'm from Greencastle. And we enjoy your program over there, and been noticing you've been doing this going around the different communities, which I think is a good move.
We're here out at the fair with Craner Camp from the Indy Parks Department, and we have a bunch of kids here. As you can see, we just got done with doing the Health and Fitness Center. They really, did you guys like that? Yeah!
Nobody seemed to want to address the important things to 9-year-old, which is basically the behavior of adults in the community and the fact that they don't take the initiative to control some of the things they can.
It makes me feel mad and sometimes sad because I don't like people that sells crack and smoke stuff like cigarettes that can affect your lungs.
Some very bright 9-year-olds there, and we want you to come out each day of the fair. We'll have the 13 Listens camera out there. Tell us what's on your mind, and we'll turn those stories and those ideas into stories throughout the upcoming weeks and months ahead.
This is a great melting pot out here. 800,000 people will be out here during the run of the fair from all over Indiana and places beyond. We want to hear from you.
That's right.
That's right, and this is what the State Fair is all about. Hey, young man, come here. What's your name?
Michael.
Michael?
Oh.
Check out what Michael's got working here. He's got an elephant ear.
Yeah.
You know how many grams of fat are in there? You know how many calories are in there? You don't care, do you?
Are you going to share?
Watch out.
How old are you? How old are you? 10 years old. Of course he doesn't care about grams of fat and cholesterol, but have a good time. Got his Pacers hat on, his Pacers shirt. This is what it's all about right here.
Big
Michael.
night out here tonight. Band Day. Boy, is that a biggie. The contest of the bands. We're going to have the highlights, the preview, and then the highlights coming up.
Right now we have a little singing from the Pitchforks out of Noblesville. Let's take it away, Pitchforks.
Put our service to the test. Tie your napkin round your neck, Sherry, and we provide the rest. Corned beef, hot hors d'oeuvres, why we only live to serve. Try the corn dogs, they're delicious, don't believe me, expedition. While we drink, please don't stare, just sit back, enjoy the fair. Have a dinner.
Need new tires in a hurry? At Discount Tire Company, we move fast, except when it comes to closing our doors. Slide in for a new set of Michelin at Discount Tire Company.
If ever you're not satisfied with one of our tires, please feel free to bring it back. Thank you. Discount Tire Company.
Stop by this week for a great deal on Michelin tires. Michelin, because so much is riding on your tires.
Fences. Who needs them? Will you be inspired by Mesa Verde? Could you live in a swimsuit? Will you be inspired by the Carolina shore? How does the world look from an Adirondack chair? Will you be inspired by the Adirondacks? Olympic paints. Not just paint. Inspiration. Olympic paints and style brochures, now at Lowe's.
You're watching Channel 13, WTHR, Indianapolis. Now, with coverage you can count on, this is Channel 13 Eyewitness News at 5:30.
Tonight, Hoosiers head to the State Fair to get their fill of food, games, rides, and the band competition. We bring you a special look at the 145th Indiana State Fair live on Eyewitness News at 5:30. And good evening, I'm Anita Smith. It's the first night of the fair, and thousands want to be part of the fun and games. Ann Ryder and John Stehr are live at the State Fair. Last time we saw them, they were taking some poor kids' elephant ears. Oh, look at them now.
Well, now we're going to try to feed some to Lad here, you know, and this horse is quite a famous horse. If you've ever been out to the Headless Horseman out at Conner Prairie on Halloween in the month of October, this is the horse that rides the Headless Horseman.
Well, Irvington Lad's a good old horse. We have so many different kinds of animals out here, and human animals as well. This place is packed, and why not? Absolutely beautiful day for the opening day of the 145th Indiana State Fair.
And coming up, we're going to recap the events of the day, so stick with us for that. But right now, let's go to a look at the day. Eyewitness News reporter Rich Van Wyk has been here all day, and this is what he came up with.
In the fair business, this is excellent. Perfect weather, a big opening day crowd, tens of thousands of people looking like they're having a great time.
When I say State Fair, what do you think of?
Food. The fun and the people. Love the people.
I show sheep and pigs and like to meet my friends from other counties.
The State Fair has the awesome ambition of being everything to everyone. Celebrate agriculture, keep the farmers happy, get the glitz of competing amusement parks, keep the urbanites coming.
We're marketing for you to decide if you're coming here, you're going to Kings Island, you're going to Deer Creek, you're going to a Colts exhibition game.
Since last year, millions of dollars have been spent on things like new sidewalks and renovating buildings.
They've spent $1.5 million here in the horse barn fixing things up. Guess what? Still smells just as good.
For the first time, organizations representing Indianapolis Hispanic and African American communities are sponsoring events at the fair. And there's a greater emphasis on the touchy-feely things out here.
People still want to be able to pet animals. They want to be able to see cows milked. They want to be able to see baby pigs and pet them. I mean, a lot of things you can do on the internet. I guess maybe we're thankful there's still some things you can't.
That's right. In a world of satellite big screen TVs, big roller coasters, and computers, there's still nothing like petting Alyssa here in the cattle barn. And city folks stand in line to get hold of a piece of the country like this. But Alyssa, and I'm glad you're here, help me out, holding Flower. Alyssa, what should people do before they pet any animal out here?
They should ask.
They should ask the owner, right?
Right.
You okay with Flower here?
Yeah.
Sure you can handle Flower? You don't look so... He looks a little bigger than you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thanks a lot. Ann and John, back to you guys out there in the safety of, I think, a carriage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rich, you are a State Fair veteran. I don't even want to guess how many years you've been coming out here. I've got tickets to ride. You ready to go ride some
I'm ready to go do some riding.
Yeah.
I'm ready to hit the midway hard.
Oh, yeah.
But right now, we're going to go back to the studio for the news of the day and Anita Smith. Anita?
You just sit back. I'll take it from here. A man who claims police beat him last year during that downtown brawl will not go to jail for his role in an unrelated bar fight. Today, a judge sentenced Richard Craig to 120 days home detention. In March, the jury convicted Craig of battery and resisting law enforcement for starting a bar fight. Craig's days in court are not over yet. He is suing the city over the police brawl, and we'll let you know what happens with that. Tonight, investigators blame a child playing with a lighter for an East Side fire. Firefighters say this home on Ponza Court sustained $25,000 in smoke and water damage. One person suffered smoke inhalation and was treated at a local hospital. Tonight, rescue crews say they have given up all hope of finding more survivors from yesterday's deadly plane crash in Guam. 29 people, including 3 Americans, survived that crash. Today, victims' families came to the crash site to pay their respects. The jet carried 254 people, including 13 Americans. A National Transportation Safety Board team is in Guam investigating the crash. They've already sent the voice and flight data recorders to Washington for analysis. About 45,000 people gathered in Hiroshima, Japan today to mark the 52nd anniversary of the atomic bombing of that city by Allied forces. The ceremony took place at Peace Memorial Park near the actual point where the bomb exploded more than a half-century ago. About 140,000 people lost their lives then in the blast and its aftermath. And in tonight's consumer news, you'll soon get one-stop shopping at some mall ATMs. Indianapolis-based Simon DeBartolo Group says it is installing 300 ATMs that will give you cash, prepaid long-distance phone cards, and mall gift certificates. The company calls it an electronic concierge machine. No word yet on which malls here will get the new ATMs. The company owns some of the area's biggest malls, including Circle Center, Castleton Square, and Lafayette Square. And a record close for the Dow. The Dow gained more than 70 points, closing at 8259.31. Experts say a government report showing the economy moving smoothly pushed the Dow up, and the NASDAQ closed up nearly 9 points at 1630.44. Okay, last time we saw them, they were in a carriage, so let's go back now to the State Fair and Ann and John for that ride we're waiting on.
Yeah, we got a great ride, but speaking of rides, there is a change this year in the way rides are inspected in Indiana. You want to make sure that the rides out here at the State Fair are safe. Kevin Bradley will report on that coming up.
And we'll also take a look at Band Day at the State Fair. We're down to the Sweet 16 now. We'll run them down for you and let you know what is ahead from the Indiana State Fair, coming up on Eyewitness News at 5:30.
Now the latest sports scores are just a phone call away.
Dial 464-1313. It's a free call for Ameritech Cellular customers. Connect 13 to service by Eyewitness News and Ameritech Cellular.
Fine Italian leather from the Tootsie is on sale at Bullock Furniture. The butter-soft feel of top-grain leather can be a part of your home now. Every sofa, every sectional, and every Tootsie chair has been sale priced for Bullock's incredible leather sale. Tootsie Leather and Bullock Furniture combined to bring you the best leather value in the industry. Imagine a fine Italian leather sofa for as low as $7.99. Plus, you pay nothing for 6 months. Enjoy the luxury of leather furniture at sale prices and get 6 months same as cash. Only at Bullock's incredible leather sale.
This Bob Gregory one-tank getaway is brought to you by the Indiana State Police Alliance.
Just a short trip west of Indianapolis, you'll find 2 of the state's great parks. It's no wonder the Turkey Run State Park is so popular. When was the last time you explored a sandstone gorge or crossed a suspension bridge? You could do it all here. And a few miles down the road at Shade State Park, you'll find superb hiking trails and an unusual waterfall. So discover Turkey Run and Shades on a one-tank getaway.
Indiana has a rich tradition of respect and support for law enforcement and the dedicated police officers who put their lives on the line for us. Hoosiers all over Indiana are blessed with a dedicated professional state police force second to none. Our state troopers in the Indiana State Police Alliance are devoted to making Indiana a safer place to live. So while traveling the highways of Indiana this summer, buckle up, drive safely, and remember that the Indiana State Police and the State Police Alliance are proud to serve you.
When you shop at most home improvement stores, you're kind of in the dark. Is this their lowest price? Or will they have it on sale next week? See, at Lowe's Home Improvement Warehouse, you never have to wonder because Lowe's gives you guaranteed low prices every day on all 40,000 items we sell. If you ever find a lower price, Lowe's will beat it by 10%. So shop at Lowe's. That way you'll know you're getting the best price instead of getting burned. Ow!
When it comes to low prices, Lowe's knows.
Hey! This summer, a lot of fast food places have to lure you in with toys. Arby's, however, has this chicken, bacon, and Swiss. Ooh. Which tastes better,
molded plastic, or a marinated and seasoned whole breast filet, topped with Arby's own thick-cut peppered bacon, mild Swiss, and rich honey mustard.
Hey, who would have guessed, huh? They've got the toys.
We got the taste. Try Arby's chicken, bacon, and Swiss.
Out here at the fair, there is nothing more important than the safety of you and your children.
Yeah, and that's no more important anywhere else than here on the Midway where all these rides are running. There's a little munchkin just going past us right now. But inspectors are taking safety very serious this year, especially in light of what happened last year at Old Indiana Fun Park. Eyewitness News reporter Kevin Bradley took a trip with one of the inspectors to show you what they're doing to keep you and your family safe.
It's like a lot of other businesses. Some are better than others.
Do I trust the rides?
I trust them as far as I can throw them, and that's not too far.
Amusement rides can whirl, twirl, thrill, and unfortunately kill. That's why amusement operators at the Indiana State Fair are taking extra precautions to ensure these rides are safe.
It's all about precision. If you don't have that, it's going to be messed up.
Indiana has had a good safety record, but one accident is too many.
This one accident at the Old Indiana Fun Park forever changed the way the amusement business operates in Indiana. 57-year-old Nancy Jones died when this train derailed last year. Her 4-year-old granddaughter, Emily, was paralyzed. The state shut down the park. The General Assembly passed a bill named after Emily. The law tightens inspection requirements for all amusement rides that operate in Indiana.
It's very crucial. We don't want to see no accidents.
Even though Emily's bill doesn't take effect until 1998, inspectors like Chris Funkhauser are using the new guidelines now. Inspectors use a 50-item checklist to examine everything. If the ride passes, the state gives it the seal of approval. If it fails, the state shuts it down until it's fixed.
They want to know to the little tiniest detail of what's going on. If you've replaced the bolt, they want to know when and where on that ride it was replaced.
Ride operators at traveling carnivals like this one at the Marion County Fair will inspect each ride every time it goes up every day.
4 state inspectors spent 3 days surveying rides here at the Marion County Fair, and each and every ride passed with flying colors.
Bottom line is, if we don't run a safe operation, then we're not gonna stay in business.
And as the Indiana State Fair rides go up, that thought is in the back of everyone's mind. Kevin Bradley, Channel 13 Eyewitness News.
And we're over here at the mini Indy right now. These little munchkins are going to get ready to go and bang into each other a little bit. You know, the inspectors took a very close look at 9 of the fair rides. 8 of those 9 were just fine.
But the Himalaya, very popular ride out here, especially for teenagers, was not. That is closed until further notice, until they can make sure to get the mechanical problems all worked out.
You know, the Midway really cranks up at night. I mean, that's when it's all really happening out here. So let's go to Bob Gregory now to take a look at what kind of weather we're going to be able to... Well, he's going to tell us in just a couple of minutes what kind of weather we can expect tonight at the fair and throughout the rest of the weekend.
We'll be back shortly.
New on Eyewitness News at 6 o'clock.
Tonight at 6, kids and guns. Police defuse an argument between a boy and his girlfriend. But you won't believe how young the couple is and why another parent handed her child a gun. Also new at 6, police find hundreds of flower pots, baskets, and lawn ornaments at one small house. Seem normal, and tonight the homeowners are in jail.
Stay tuned for these stories and more ahead on Channel 13 Eyewitness News at 6 o'clock. When you're on the move, or even when you're not, you're never out of touch.
I'm John Stehr from the Channel 13 Eyewitness Newsroom on WFMS.
Get Channel 13 Eyewitness News and weather updates on the hour, every hour, 7 days a week. Only on 95.5 WFMS. It's coverage you can count on.
Hey, steak lovers, don't eat. Get good and hungry for the greatest all-you-can-eat event on the planet. All-you-can-eat sirloin steak at Ponderosa Steakhouse, only $7.99. As much delicious plain grilled sirloin steak or chicken as you can eat. Plus Ponderosa's all-you-can-eat buffet and Sunday bar, all for only $7.99. So hurry into Ponderosa for all-you-can-eat sirloin steak or chicken. Just bring your appetite. Oh, and $7.99.
Make your way to the riverside. Something is happening in paradise.
It's
the Carnival of Cash at the Paradise Hotel Casino with ultimate grand prizes like $25,000 cash, a trip to Italy, or a brand new Harley-Davidson Softail motorcycle, plus special promotions every day of the week. There's something for everyone. Get to Paradise today.
Morning, noon, and night, make it paradise.
Patience is a virtue. Stop and smell the roses.
Hey, but Oldsmobile's National Year-End Closeout is right now. You can pick up a well-equipped 88 with 6-passenger seating and a long list of standard features for only $23,200.
Good things come to those who wait.
Wait and miss out on an additional $1,500 cash back or 2.9 financing?
Oh, never mind. The early bird gets the worm.
Right, at Oldsmobile's National Year-End Closeout.
Let's see. We'll need a few of these. And some of these. Oh, and we can't forget this. And we'll add a little bit of this. And a whole bunch of this. Then a little bit of this and... perfect. I think this is going to be the best year yet.
The Indiana State Fair. It's like an entire summer jam-packed into just 12 days. August 6th to the 17th.
Now, Bob Gregory's SkyTrack weather forecast, approved by the American Meteorological Society.
Boy, it's a great day out here today because I can see my shadow and everything is really fine down on the midway here. Everybody enjoying themselves, having a good time. Youngster here just got out of the cups. I think he's looking for a couple of extra teeth out there, though. So let's take a look at what's going on as far as our forecast for the evening is concerned. Have a few fair weather clouds around. Those are going to dissipate, though, and will leave us, and we'll end up with a clear overnight. But this evening, just, well, we'll call it partly cloudy anyway. Our temperature at 11 o'clock will come in at 61 degrees. So that's the story we have for you there. Let's check out our weather watchers now. Here's what happened. We were talking about a chilly morning. Well, downtown, we had 55 degrees, and we can look at some 52s and look up in the Zionsville area. I had the temperature in the upper 40s. You know, we were talking about how cool it was going to be with a record at 50 degrees in some spots into the 40s through the overnight period. The official low for Indianapolis, 54. So that was not the case. Temperatures will not be quite as cool tomorrow morning, but we got very, very close. And those spots in the 40s, of course, those were in the rural areas, so they really won't count for the Indianapolis record. The high temperatures here, Lafayette, they had 41. We'll look at some of the afternoon numbers, or maybe we just we'll kind of scoot from here on. If we have any highs, we can throw them in there. And now we're just looking at more of the morning low temperature readings here. Now, as far as Rushville, that 45, Muncie, 46. Here's our time lapse now of our sky cam. Like yesterday, as we're looking south, you can see the clouds move from the north toward the southeast throughout the afternoon. Plenty of blue skies and some puffy cumulus clouds out there, and that's about it. That's going to be the flavor of the night for you. As a matter of fact, as we head toward the weekend, our temperatures are gradually going to warm up somewhat, and then late in the weekend, there is a chance that we could get a thunder shower. I don't know how many times people have asked me, when are we going to get some rain? We know we don't want it when they're out attending the fair, but a lot of the fair showers and growers out here, they need some water in the pasture. We'll see if we can't fix that up for you late in the weekend. Talk more about that coming up at 6 o'clock, but right now, let's find Ann and John, and I'm not sure where they are, right over there. You
well, we're
got
at
it?
the kiddie rides. You know, everybody jokes and kids with me because I'm really short, but hey, I'm too tall for this one. Must be 48 inches tall or less.
That's right. She doesn't qualify to ride this ride.
I'm too tall.
Let's note that. Well, you know, here the Midway is really beginning to pick up, and we know that this is going to be the place to be tonight. But earlier today, it was the Band Day competition, and that continues tonight as well. Eyewitness News reporter Chris Profit has been following it, and let's go to him right now for a report on Band Day. Chris?
This is the Franklin Central High School Marching Band, the Flashes as they're known, and they have become a dynasty to be feared. The Flashes have been crowned State Fair Band Day champs 4 years straight. And if they win this year, they would become only the third Indiana high school band to win 5 in a row.
For the people who've been in it 5 years, a fifth is a really big deal, and for Mr. Hauser as well, it's a really big deal to win for us.
We're moving up a little bit. Like any good coach, band director Ray Hauser didn't rack up his championships with luck. His band practices 3 times a day, 5 times a week. And that's just during the summer.
I want them to be the best that they can be, okay? And that's what we are. We're just trying to get them to be the best that they can be and not think about that, because that is a lot of pressure.
Still, the pressure to win is there.
Think about the show!
And other bands know that the over 180-member Flashes is the one to beat.
Hut, 2, ready, mark time!
This time, moments before the State Fair performance, is the hardest, band members and parents say. The quiet waiting before showtime.
The Franklin Central Marching Flashes!
Until minutes later, when it is showtime. As expected, the loud and proud Flashes prove why they are the reigning champs.
Just to sit here and watch the kids perform, you know, just really gets you excited. I think it's just the coolest thing.
Still, becoming a music titan can have its drawbacks, especially if you have a son or daughter in the band.
I get almost more nervous than I think the kids do. I'm just tied up right now as it is. I'd like to get it all done and over with and go home and go back to bed.
Well, as expected, the Flashes did advance to the Sweet 16. That will take place here in the grandstand tonight at 8 o'clock. The Flashes will take the stage, their performance out here in front of the grandstand at about 9:45, and we'll have the results for you tonight at 11 o'clock. Ann and John?
Well, John may make it over there after he proves he's Michael Jordan.
That's right, but we're going to talk about sports in just a second. But first of all, I have to take one shot at the basket. Oh, a brick. It was a brick. Let's go down to Dave to tell us what's happening in the real sports today. Hello, do you hear me?
I know Gregory's coming up here.
I'm Dave Calabro.
It's tempting to believe that things used to be better than they are today. Television was funnier, neighbors were friendlier, and nothing compared to homemade ice cream. At Homemade Brand, we make it with the same good stuff you would. Fresh cream, real vanilla, and great big chunks of cookies, fruit, and nuts for more of that rich ice cream flavor. Because as you already know, nothing tastes better than homemade.
When you were young, your needs were simple. Quality transportation in your favorite color. As you got older, things didn't really change much. You wanted performance and the latest features. Hey, you wanted the best, so it's not surprising to see that you now drive a Ford Explorer. A unique combination of quality, performance, and reliability. And with 4.8 financing for 48 months on any new Explorer, the best is even better. To get low 4.8 financing on any new Explorer, your Indiana Ford dealer's the one.
Summer's almost over. Have you been to a game at Victory Field yet? St. Vincent's Hospital, Home Gold, and WTHR want to get you ready for school with Indians Notebook Night. Sunday, August 10th, the Indians play a doubleheader with the Nashville Sound starting at 6 p.m. Gates open at 4:30. The first 4,000 fans will receive an Indians notebook and school supplies. Come out to the best new ballpark in America on Indians Notebook Night, sponsored by St. Vincent's Hospital, Home Gold, and WTHR.
These cars are getting a new lease on life with Jasper remanufactured engines and transmissions. Quality installation centers like mine choose Jasper for reliable performance, customer peace of mind, and the security of a nationwide warranty. And when it comes to testing, Jasper pulls out all the stops. Before you consider a new car, look for this sign to get the value of Jasper.
See Green's Truck and Auto Service in Indianapolis, Mitch Smith Auto Service in Anderson, in Indianapolis.
You the kind of person who's bad with names? Well, imagine trying to be the person who runs the Hoosier Lottery. With on average 2 winning instant tickets being sold every second, you couldn't go anywhere without someone coming up and saying, Hey, remember me? I won that instant game you had a while back? I'll give you a hint. My name starts with D. Play Tax-Free Million and win $1 million. Tax-free.
Because you know, luck rubs off.
Welcome back to the Indiana State Fair. I'm Dave Calabro. It's opening day, and this place is a madhouse. Actually, it's not too bad right now. The weather is ideal here today. Quickly tell you about sports. Barry Switzer fined $75,000 by the team today for carrying that handgun. There's plenty of other things going on here at the fair. Out and about today, we'll show you some of those things right now. There you go. It's a special moment. Lucas Dahl learns about a sharp saw from Dad in the Pioneer Village. It's a flashback to the past when life was easier. It's too much like work. I got a chainsaw back there you guys could borrow. Chainsaw? Oh, that's right. What year is it anyway? You can also stop by and see Gypsy and learn another fine art. Honey, I'm going to be a little bit late. I'm making cornmeal right now, but should have this job done shortly. So as soon as we get the cornmeal done, I'll be home. And my childhood favorite, the giant fish at the Department of Natural Resources. Would you try to swim across that for $5?
If I knew more about them, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, I would.
They only have teeth that are about that big. $5, swim to the other side and back. Then there's Water Wars, a chance to soak your friends. Aaron Justice lost this battle. No way. And then there's The Rock, the ultimate climbing challenge. Going up Rambo Ridge. This is made for 6 and 7-year-olds.
He'll never make it!
I made it! Well, after a rough day of rock climbing and other assorted fun things in the State Fair, it's time to kick back, relax, and enjoy a little corn. Hey, can somebody give me a toothpick, please?
I'm still looking for a toothpick. Nick was guessing my weight. He said 150 pounds. Nick was way off, so, boy, I got the big prize. John and Ann, back to you guys. We'll have more on sports at 6:20.
All right, thanks, Dave. And speaking of the big prize, I got to take one more shot at this. I've practiced a few times. Let's see if I have better luck as we go. Yes! Yes! I made it! I made it! But I didn't pay, so I didn't pay. It didn't count. Drat.
5-month-old Maria's had a very long day at the fair. This is a buddy of mine. I may not give her back. I know this baby, as a matter of fact. It was a beautiful day to start the fair. They started it with a balloon race.
Yeah, 28 balloons involved today, and our photojournalist John Coffademus put together these beautiful pictures. Take a look, and we'll see you again on Eyewitness News at 6.
I'd like to have the attention of all the pilots, please. There's been a change in plans. The Pepsi balloon will be the hair balloon.
Oh, it'll be spectacular to see these balloons all in pursuit of this one.
Very tough. High above everyone else, our hair balloon.
The hair balloon, which is the first balloon that takes off, or more or less the target balloon, then the rest of the balloons will follow him and try to land as close to him as possible, or throw out a marker and then fly on. This is a Thunder and Colt balloon. It's 140,000 cubic feet. The Estridge Group sponsors us. I was the first Indiana pilot to win the race. That was clear back in '79, so we're still waiting for a comeback.
There's Mike Way coming in right now. See how he's got it right across here? He may do real well here.
And we just timed it just right. Happened to cut in just right over the X. Last year, I think I was like 7 inches, and I won the race last year, too, so felt pretty good coming back to win the second time.
Today's Bedroom One has the deal you've been waiting for.
No payments for an entire year, plus our lowest prices store-wide. No down payment, no interest, no payments for 1 full year on all beds, bedroom groups, and every mattress and box spring set from Simmons and Spring Air.
Get whatever your heart desires. After all, this is the deal you've been waiting for. Don't you deserve it?
Today's Bedroom One.
Eckrich smoked sausage with hardwood smoked flavor.
Hi, neighbor. You need these.
Perfect seasonings.
Neighbor, heard about your party.
One word, pal.
Limbo.
And a flavor that lets you know when you found the taste of Eckrich.
I just stopped by to borrow a screwdriver.
You found the fun.
And boogie down!
Let's say you have $200 and you're out to buy a new suit. You could go to a department store and buy this suit for around $200, if you're lucky. Or you could go to S&K Menswear and get 2 handsome wool blend suits for less than you might pay for one. This suit and this suit for less than $200. That's about half what you'd expect to pay, right? Now, where are you going to buy your next suit?
Shop the S&K Menswear Superstores in Indianapolis at Greenwood Center, Castleton Village, and Pike Plaza.
Joe, Speedy Messenger Service just hit a speed bump.
What do you mean? Business is great. The phone's ringing off the hook.
That's exactly why our biggest account is leaving us.
What? I don't understand.
They said they've been having problems getting through to us.
I don't get it. If they couldn't get through, then how'd you find out?
I got a letter this morning. Delivered by their new messenger service.
Ameritech, your link to better communication.
You're watching Channel 13, WTHR, Indianapolis. Now, with coverage you can count on, John Stehr, Ann Ryder, Bob Gregory's SkyTrack weather forecast, and sports with Dave Calabro. This is Channel 13 Eyewitness News at 6 o'clock.
Good evening, everyone. We're coming to you live from the Indiana State Fair. It's opening day. It's a beautiful day, and thousands of Hoosiers are out here enjoying the 145th edition of the State Fair. Good evening. I'm John Stehr.
And I'm Ann Ryder. Used to cost about 20 cents to get into the fair. Of course, it's gone up a little, but
the price has gone up a little.
That doesn't dissuade people. They're expecting about 50,000 people a day from all over Indiana out here at the State Fair. That's about 800,000 through the run, assuming the weather holds.
Yeah, well, actually, the weather, speaking of the weather, last year it was incredibly hot on the opening day of the State Fair, 97 degrees, I remember. A lot of sweat on people, but today it's just glorious out here, and you can see a lot of folks and families taking advantage of it here on the Midway.
We're having a great time, but it's a big news day as well. Let's go back to the studio with Anita.
All right, and we'll check back with you in a few. Tonight, kids and guns. First, a North Side mother's in jail for giving her 14-year-old son a gun to protect himself on the streets. And in another case, a 13-year-old boy is in a juvenile home for pointing a loaded handgun at his girlfriend. We get more from Eyewitness News reporter Jane Harrington in tonight's top story.
This girl says she called the cops and ran for cover after her boyfriend pulled a gun. The boy's only 13 years old.
I went up there to tell him to quit harassing me, quit bugging me. He pulled a gun out on me. He told me, should he have to waste his last bullet on me?
This 11-year-old says he saw it all.
Steven, how big was that gun?
It was like this big. It had a big old giant black pipe on it, and he cocked it, and it was loaded, and he pointed it at me.
He's 13. He cocked it, right?
Yeah.
So he was going to shoot you?
Sheriff's deputies arrived and later arrested the accused gun-toting 13-year-old. And look what they found inside his apartment.
We recovered the .44 caliber handgun. It appeared to be just another Saturday night special. The kids still have access to these guns, and it's just a terrible thing.
The cops call it an epidemic, and if you don't believe them, just ask the kids.
It's almost like a necessity now you need for out on the streets because you can't protect yourself anymore. I could get one just right now.
In an effort to slow the trend, prosecutors are cracking down on parents like this mother. Police arrested 36-year-old Robin Vaughn for giving a gun to her 14-year-old son.
She said he had been shot at 3 times, and her exact words were she basically bought the gun on the street for $25 and told him whenever he went out into the neighborhood, he was taking a gun with him.
Guns. Police say it seems they're everywhere these days, and the people carrying them and using them are getting younger. Jane Harrington, Channel 13 Eyewitness News.
Robin Vaughn, the mother accused of giving her 14-year-old son a gun, goes to court tomorrow. And breaking news tonight, and the largest in the UPS and Teamsters Union say they will resume informal talks tomorrow. Meantime, workers in the overnight package business joined forces on the picket lines. Federal Express employees walked the picket line with UPS workers. The Teamsters don't represent FedEx workers, but they're trying to organize. This is the 3rd day of the UPS strike. You probably have packages to mail, but which company do you choose? We tried our own experiment with 3 different delivery companies. We mailed boxes like this one to our sister station in Columbus, Ohio. We marked these boxes overnight delivery. All 3 boxes we mailed to Ohio arrived before noon today. Airborne Express delivered its package first. The FedEx box arrived second, followed by the U.S. Postal Service package, and they all arrived at WBNS within an hour of each other. Now, UPS told us it is not taking packages from new customers. A Noblesville couple's in trouble tonight after police seized 7 truckloads of stolen goods from their home. It's not your typical heist of stereos or TVs, but get this, lawn and patio gear. Eyewitness News reporter Jeremy Rogowski tells us about the green-thumbed theft.
The sign says, "Welcome to my garden," but police say one Noblesville woman took it way too literally and took for herself cement bunnies, baskets, birdhouses, more bunnies, plants and flowers, and even wrought iron birds to hang them. Some $15,000 worth of flower and patio gear stolen, allegedly by this woman, Marlena Abel.
This is our police annex garage, and this is the only place we had big enough to be able to put everything.
That much stuff?
That much stuff.
Noblesville Police Captain Joe Robbins found out about the hot property from a family member of Abel's, who said she was taking her pickup truck on midnight rides around town to places like Walmart and Paradise Decor, where Abel allegedly hit 3 times this year. It all ended up, police say, in and around the Abel home.
Now it all makes sense, I guess, because she had neat little stuff out in the yard all the time and stuff like that.
Leslie Blair is a neighbor who knew something funny was going on by the plastic frog and ducks across the street.
How could somebody do that? How could you have the conscience to do it and not be afraid of getting caught?
The odd thing about it all, police say, is Abel did not steal for money. She did have a few yard sales here, but apparently she kept most of the things for herself. A decorator's show home of sorts.
It looked like that's what she wanted, was a showplace of her own.
It landed Abel with felony theft and burglary charges, and her husband Michael with possession of stolen property. Police are now returning the goods to their rightful owners. And for the suspected green-thumb thief, they'd prefer any soul searching is done in jail. In Noblesville, Jeremy Rogowski, Channel 13 Eyewitness News.
Tonight, Marlena Abel's jailed on $30,000 bond, and there's another theft charge on her record from last year. Michael Abel is out on bond. Well, today is a tragic anniversary in Wabash. 1 year ago, a Wabash man shot and killed 3 men after a minor traffic accident. A 4th victim of his road rage is now paralyzed. David Scholes pleaded guilty to 3 murder charges earlier this year. He is now serving the rest of his life behind bars. Today, workers hauled the first tons of contaminated dirt away from the site of the new downtown arena. The site of the new Pacers Arena is an old railroad yard, and over the years, petroleum seeped into the soil. 3,000 truckloads of the dirt is bound for a South Side landfill. And 750,000 people are expected to stroll down the Midway at the State Fair over the next 12 days. Let's go back to the fairgrounds to a couple of the first people there, John and Ann.
Yeah, we have a winner with us right here, Anita. This young man just tanked one from about 6 feet, and look what he won, a little bulldog. What's your name?
Andrew Costin.
Where are you from, Andrew?
Martinsville.
Well, good for you. Congratulations. What do you attribute your success to in this game?
Making baskets.
Good for you. He's got his basketball shirt on, and now he's got a little bulldog to prove that he made it at the Indiana State Fair.
He did in one shot what took you 3. I'm sorry to say that,
No,
but
3
hey,
or
at least
20.
you got it. Well done, Andrew.
Good job.
Good.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Okay, we're going to let him go. And we're going to talk about what it costs to get into the Indiana State Fair. We know that a lot of people are going to come out this year. Let's take a look on the screen and let you know what it's going to cost you. $5 to get into the Indiana State Fair, which is really pretty much a bargain for all the things that you get to do and see here. If you're under 5 years old, you get in for free.
Such a deal. Of course, you pay a little for the rides as well. Here's the schedule. Wednesday through Thursdays, it's open 6 in the morning till midnight. Friday and Saturday, that's 6 until 1 a.m. And Sunday, 6 until 10 o'clock.
We know that it's going to be happening on the Midway tonight. A lot of people are going to be out here. It's going to be a beautiful night for it, too.
Rich Van Wyck has been to this fair so many times. He's a veteran. He knows it backwards and forwards. When we come back on Eyewitness News at 6 o'clock, a very special look at what there is to see and do at the fair with our own Rich Van Wyck.
Closed captioning of Eyewitness News is brought to you in part by Denny's.
In clinical studies, a leading pain medicine significantly reduced minor arthritis pain, increasing range of motion and flexibility. You may be surprised. The medicine in these studies wasn't a pill. It was Bengay. And now, when you use ultra-strength Bengay for your aches and pains, you get the heating power of 3 pain relievers to help you feel better and move better. Ultra-strength Bengay. Medicine.